Nope, not that one.
I never realized it just told me.
Wow, it actually updated?
Yeah. Literally as soon as you turned it on. Mm-hmm.
That's good. And one person's here. Let's see here. Dropped an ice cube. What's going on, Virginia? Yeah, Reagan, I know it's you. How's it going?
Are you literally talking to your daughter?
No, I'm talking to Virginia. She's in there too.
Oh.
I got 4 people in there. Don't know who. I know 2 people.
I know 3.
What's going on, Brandon Crow? How's everybody doing? How was everybody's week? Yes, it is finally Friday. Tomorrow we are heading to Repticon. It's going to be a long day. Well, Brandon, I'm glad it's your Monday because it's my Friday. I get 2 days off. So I don't know what days you're off, but hopefully they come up quick. Well, thank you, Brandon. And it's just across the bridge. So we're about, I would say 20, 30 minutes away, not too far. And we'll make it there. But we're going to have to rent a truck. Well, pickup. Because we're picking some stuff up at Repticon for these guys. So when I get a chance, I will let everybody know what it is, and we may go live at the show. I do not know yet. It all depends on if I can get myself up to doing that, because I have never vlogged or went live in a public place. I've always done it in the comfort of my own home. Yes, some racks. Some hatchling racks to be exact. And right there, that'll work. So yeah, we're getting some of those, and we're also getting some bedding because I am switching most of my collection over to coconut husk. It's like Reptichip, but it's called Pro Coco. It's the big chunks. So I'm just doing that for the ease of clean. It's going to help me clean and, make it easier. All I got to do is spot clean, and that's it. So I'm going to try that out, see how that works. I've been wanting to do it for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do it and see what it is, or see how it works. So let's see here. Let's see, pretty much same as Reptichip. We switched to it in August, and we are liking it a lot. That is awesome. That's good news. All right, let's see here. Find a nice cozy corner. Well, that's going to be hard there because this place is, I don't want to say it's small, but it's not big, and it's usually packed. I've been there, we've been there twice?
I wasn't listening. Yes, twice.
We've been there twice. Catch someone, boom, interview on the spot. Well, I got an idea of who I want to interview, and I think you guys will like it. But I know that we all, well, not all of us, but some of us have product from him, so we'll have to see how that goes. I'm pretty sure he will do an interview, a short one anyway, because he is a busy man. But we'll see. We'll see who all, if anybody, we can get. Wonder where everybody else is tonight. Reagan's little dog here. What's going on, Spartan Reptiles?
Are you playing with the dog?
I was. He peed on my hand. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show these two snakes off. I have one person interested, but he hasn't gotten back with me yet. He did inquire about both of them. So, if you guys are interested, I need you to send me an email or send me a message on Instagram at DCR Reptiles, and my email is dcrreptiles@gmail.com. Reagan, are you still watching? Okay. I'll put it in the comments here in a second.
She wants to know what you're talking about.
Nothing, Reagan. So I will show them off real quick. I originally wasn't going to sell these guys, or these ladies, but I need the room because, as you guys know, I am getting the collection of the morph, the project, from the breeder, and I'm going to have all of that project here, and that morph that we've been talking about is nowhere else. So I'm going to have that morph here so I know it's proved out, so I just want to make it mine, and then I will announce it because it will not be anywhere else. So that's why I have to make room. I made a decision. Sometimes you got to make decisions to be able to grow and expand. That's what I'm doing. I'm sacrificing this for that. And I have a chance to make those snakes again this year with that same pairing that I did last year. So I am not regretting it at all. So the first one will be my first ever 3 morph snake that I have created here at DCR Reptiles. That is a Spinner Blast female ball python. As you can tell, she is eating. She's very healthy. She eats like crazy. She pounds her food. She's eating live weaned rats right now. But she's a very good snake. Look at that belly. Look how much white is in this area here. And that is a Spinner Blast female. And then you got some yellows down in here. So this here is the Spinner Blast female that is available. If you guys are interested, make sure you send me a message on Instagram or send me an email at DCR Reptiles. Now let me go ahead and grab the other one real quick. It's also a female. This one can be a little feisty at times. She's a little hisser. But she pounds meals too. This here is a female Lemon Blast. Pretty snake. Nice clear belly. Got some oranges down in here, as you can tell. Nice little lemon blast. There's the tail. So this here's the lemon blast female. She is available. And these were hatched here at DCR Reptiles. I will also go ahead and show you the parents. That way you guys will know. Put her back here. Okay. So the mom weighs in at 3,100 grams. She's a big girl. Hopefully she's got some follicles in her. She's kind of a shy girl, but she's very big. That is a super pastel female. Her body is about as big around as my arm. But this here's the mom, the super pastel female. And I am doing the same breeding. Clear belly. Nice markings on the back. The Lemon Blast is a pastel pinstripe, and the Spinner Blast has all three genes, which is a pinstripe pastel spider. Do you know what line of pastel she is? No, I do not. But I will say this. Let me show you the dad, and then I'll show you the pastel that she laid also. But the dad is off of food right now. He has lost a little bit of weight, but this here is a spinner male. Which is a spider pinstripe. So this here's the dad.
I think I got that.
He normally eats really well, but I'm putting him to 2 females this year, so now, let me show you guys the pastel that super pastel laid, because this pastel's amazing. This here is the pastel that super pastel and spinner laid.
Do not touch.
So yes, I don't know what line of pastel this is, but as you can tell, it's a very pretty snake. And I don't know what number subscriber it's going to be, but I did hold this guy back because it will be part of the giveaway somewhere along down the line. But yes, it is bright. And let me compare, I'll compare this to my other pastel that I got. This one's a little bit bigger, but I also think there's a ghost, half of the ghost gene in this one. And he just dumped she just dumped her water bowl. So this is two different lines, I believe it's two different lines of pastel. This one is supposed to be a pastel het ghost or het hypo. And then this here is the pastel that I hatched out last season. Yes, I have a giveaway every 100 subscribers. We've been in between 440 and 450 for several months now, but I'm not giving up. But yeah, this is the offspring from that super pastel. An inquisitive little guy too. So again, because I know we just got somebody coming in, I have this female lemon blast. This girl is available. She is one that I hatched out. And then we have one more that's available. And that is this female spinner blast. So them two are available. The lemon blast and the spinner blast is available. If you guys are interested, message me on Instagram or send me an email at dcrreptiles@gmail.com. Someone is interested, but I don't know for sure if they're going to take them or not. So if you are interested, let me know. That way you can be put in the next spot. And as far as do I have any inchy? Yes, I have a couple inchies in my collection, but I am not going to part with them. I have a inchy calico, and then I also have just a standard inchy. But that is the two snakes that I have available. I would enter them in the auction, but I would rather just sell them versus putting them in the auction. Because there is a good lineup in that auction anyway, so. But yeah, now. Dinner's thawing on the counter. No, nothing's thawing out here.
Potato.
She left the potatoes out.
Where's my...
But anyway, now, let me show you how big Bonnie's getting. I'm hoping she's getting gravid because she is getting big. And this is a 2016 girl. Look how big this girl is. This is Bonnie. This is the one that was smaller when I got her. She was, let me show you how big she was when I got her. Because I got one here that's about her size. Come here, Clyde. She was a little bit smaller than this when I got her. This is Clyde. This is Bonnie. So yeah, she is definitely getting bigger, as you can see. Hopefully, she's got eggs in there. We will see. Hopefully. And Clyde has been off of food, or was off of food. He ate about 3 weeks straight, and then he didn't eat last week. Here you go, little girl. And she's been bowl wrapping too. All right, so let's go back over here and see what's going on, see what everybody is saying. So yes, that is what's going on. I'm just trying to make a little room so I can get those snakes that I've been wanting. I'm probably a couple weeks out from getting them, so I need to part with those snakes. That way, I got room. All right, so let's see here. Do you think it has to do with the names? I mean, Bonnie and Wanda, they're big names. I have no idea, Brandon. If you don't know, I name all of my snakes after gangsters, serial killers, Western outlaws, things like that, because I find that type of history amazing and very interesting. So, yes, I name all of my snakes after that. I named Bonnie and Clyde, the two albinos, after the two outlaws. So, yes, I do name them after that. That's crazy. Pretty much every snake in that big tall white one right there, I would say is over 2,000 grams. All time you got a new incubator. That is awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm hoping, Shelly, that she is getting gravid. I'm not very good at palpating, however you say it. But I think I feel some eggs in there. I don't know for sure, but hopefully in a few months we'll find out. Let's do an update on Laura the vanilla. I feed live. It holds 20 clutches. That's sweet. Here's my two incubators. I can hold 6 in that one and probably about the same in that one. Maybe 8. Let's look at Laura. This girl is kind of confusing me a little bit. There's Laura there. As you can see, she is big. She's huddling over the heat. I'm going to go ahead and get her out a minute so we can take a look at her. Because as you guys know, she was swollen up. So we'll see. She hasn't shed yet, so that's not a pre-lay shed or ovulation. Come here, sweetie. We need to take a look at you. Now, remember, this girl has not ate in 2 or 3 months. She's swollen right in here. As you can tell, right there. I think she's got some eggs right here. Let me back up a little bit. I think she's got eggs in this area here. Well, hello there, sweetie. Hi. Yep, she's a sweetheart, as you can tell. But yeah, and you can tell the little bulge here. And she was paired to a Mojave, so I'm looking to get some vanilla Mojaves out of her. I've never dealt with the vanilla gene, so I'm very interested to see what happens and how they look as a baby. I do have some plans for the vanilla in the future. So I'm thinking that Laura is gravid. I'm thinking Bonnie is gravid, but I'm not positive. And I'm thinking the Super Pastel is gravid too. Now, the Super Pastel gave me 10 eggs last year. She's bigger now, so she might do 12 eggs this year. So we will see. Now, another girl that I'm trying to prove out this year, that is this girl right here. She looks like it's just a little old classic, or a big classic, I should say. But if you look at her, she needs her tub cleaned. Come here, girl. Pull this tail up. I see some het pod markers there. So I'm breeding my pied male to her to prove her out to be a het pied. Hopefully she'll take, and hopefully she'll throw me some pieds. So that is something else that I'm trying to prove out this year, on top of proving these cinnamons out. Now, I know I've talked a lot about these cinnamons. The secret gene female, I don't have any of those females yet. Hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will be getting that whole project from that breeder. So then I can talk more about that secret project. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the males one more time. Well, one of them. Because one of them just got out of shed and I really don't want to mess with him. Come here, little guy. Now, when I got these guys, I've always had the lighter colored snakes. So when I put these in the tub, I was kind of nervous with them because they're so dark. That's these cinnamons right here. Now, if you can see it, the camera's not doing it very much justice, but it's not a typical cinnamon. These whites aren't actually white. They're more of an off-white, kind of just a bland white. Cinnamons that I've seen that are straight cinnamon are pure white. These guys are not pure white. I think there's something else going on with them. And that's what I'm trying to prove out. I'm breeding these guys to some classics to try to prove that out. But also, I am getting that clutch and I am getting the original female. So we will see. I will then see what the original female looks like. Now the two that I have, the two males, they are brothers and they are twins, pretty much. So, not out of the same egg, but they do look very much alike. But that is the new genes that I'm working with. It's not necessarily, it's not the cinnamon that I'm trying to prove out. It's the gene that's with the cinnamon that I'm trying to prove out. If you are new to the channel, the gene that I believe that is with the cinnamon in those snakes is a new gene that the breeder I got them from, she's the only one that has them. She's got 9 snakes with that gene in it. That's it. So I'm getting those 9 snakes and having that project for myself. Then I can rename that gene to something I want and hopefully turn it into something big and good. So we will see, but in due time. So yes, the breeder contacted me a couple days ago, and that's one reason why I am selling those 2 snakes. I've already got the 3rd one already sold before I even was going to announce it. So that one is sold to someone I work with, and good thing about that one is he said that if I ever want to breed it, then all I got to do is tell him, and we're going to breed her. So I kind of like that name, Spartan. The Mafia gene. But we'll see. As as soon as I get them, you guys will know about it. I will go live. We will go over each individual snake. Now, it's not only there's more cinnamons with the gene in it. There's the base gene itself, and then there's also another gene that I believe is a very underrated gene that nobody is really messing with. So that gene is coming into this collection too. So we'll see if I can do anything with that gene also. Now, the good thing is these 9 snakes, there's 3 males, 6 females, and I think 4 of the females are ready to breed right now. So once I get them, they go through quarantine, I'm going to throw some males to them and see what we can do about them. So that means I'm going to have to up my rat production even more, and I'm going to have to build me another rat rack so I can breed more rats. That's not a bad idea anyway. So right now I'm down to 55 snakes, and when I add those, that'll take me up to 64 snakes. So yes, I will need more rats. Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at the mice because they are growing like crazy. Now, I've only had 1 litter, so that's all I've had with them so far. But I think the other 2 are pregnant. I'm not positive. I do need to throw some more food in there to them. But they are just out and about. Aren't they so cute? Reptile complete? Yes, I do feed live. A couple of my snakes I feed frozen thawed, but those 2 snakes right now are off a feed. That's not many mice. There's 10 babies in there and two breeder females. Shelly, those aren't that bad. I cannot smell them when I go in the room. But I think that's just because they're in a small confined space. As you can tell, I do have air holes in the top. Right here. Now, I got to figure out how big the mice have to be before I can take them away from the parents. Because what I might do is raise up a couple of these females and breed them also. Now, once I open this up, I can see them, I can smell them a little bit more. But it's fine. I clean them twice a week. I clean them on Sundays and Wednesdays. That way it helps keep them cleaner since they are in a smaller tub. But I like this setup right here. I got the gravity fed water system here. I have 2 tubs here. I have 2 tubs here. Eventually I will have another tub here. Because what I will probably do is, and of course you can't really do this with mice, but if I keep 1 male for all these tubs and just switch him out every now and then, that's going to cut back on stuff, and I can put him in a tub here when he is not in use. But as you guys know, mice don't have necessarily long periods of life. They don't live as long as rats do. So that is something, of course, I am learning too. But you got to do what you got to do when you breed snakes and when you have a big collection. To save money, you need to breed your own rats. A lot of people don't like the smell of them. A lot of people don't think that the work pays off as much. But to be honest, it does. I have 55 snakes. I have 4 rat racks that three of them I breed in. One of them is a grow out rack. I'm getting good luck now. I quit using pine altogether. I don't even use the pine pellets anymore. They are a lot healthier. They are breeding like crazy. I have tons of babies in there, and that's just what I do. I use aspen now, so that's what I did. And I'm going to build another rack. You'd go broke by buying all your feed. Yeah, exactly. And I think I've ran the numbers before, and it would cost around $400. What was it? 55 snakes times say 2.5. So you're talking $400 to $500 a month just to feed them, the snakes. But I can breed my own rats for a fraction of that cost. Yes, you got a big investment up front. You got to build your racks. You got to pay for the racks. But after you get that done and you start feeding and getting bedding, you're talking less than $200 easy. So it's worth it. And depending on how you do it will depend on how successful you are at it. So yes, it is worth breeding your own rats. The setup I have in there is good. I don't smell the rats in the house at all. I have that window open 24/7. Fans blowing out 24/7. And it stays 75 to 82 in there. So it's fine. They thrive. When it gets a little cooler, I got a heater in there that I plug in and turn on. But Shelly knows the weather here now, so I don't have any issues with it. You'll come live in my rat room. Well, if you'll take care of them, done. They'll be all your responsibility. You can change them out, clean them up, and you can live in the rat room. Dang, 27 inches of snow. You can keep it. When are you going to, where was it, Nevada? California? Somewhere in there? That should be coming up pretty quick. And I know I just need to hit the lotto. That way everybody can move here. May 12th. Oh, okay. I know that time can't come soon enough. Spartan, how's your breeding going on this year? I think someone's weird. Did you guys see Royal Constrictor Designs? Did you see Garrick DeMeyer's video? He's got a lot of snow up there too. He's up there by Uper. Well, a little bit from Uper, but he's up in that neighborhood. 2 clutches hatched out last week and waiting on more females to lay. That is awesome. So does Bob Biker. Oh, okay. I haven't had any clutches lay yet, but as you guys can see, that vanilla looks promising. And I think Bonnie's going to end up laying too. And I'm hoping so because that means I'm going to have some double het albino pieds. That's going to start my albino pied project. But I'm going to have to wait 3 years to get them, which is fine. I know they're double hets, so it's not like I got to go out and buy a double het albino pied. Who did you put Bonnie with? Billy. Yes, Billy the pied. That way I could get double hets and then breed them together when they get old enough. If she lays me a good clutch this year, then I'm going to... Brandon, I know how you feel. If she lays me a good clutch this year, I'm probably going to go albino to albino pairing on her next year. Double head albino pied, yes, I can. That's one of my clutches that I've been wanting albino pied forever, and I don't want to buy one. I want to breed it my own. Same with the Dreamsicle project. And Brandon, I have pieds, albinos, hypos, lavender albino. I got a lot of recessives too. Mystic potions are awesome. But I will say this. This year, I think I've made up my mind on what project I'm getting myself into. It's not recessive, but it's going to be the highway and freeway projects. I plan on getting some female asphalts. Well, 1 or 2 female asphalts and 1 or 2 female gravels. Then when they, maybe next year, I can get I want to get a pastel ivory male. I do want to do that, but right now I have so many recessive projects. I want to get a little further into that. But I want to go for the highway freeway and do that. I may go ahead and get into the Batman stuff too, but right now I want to focus on the highways and freeways and get two asphalts and 2 gravels. And then next year pick up a pastel ivory. That way, if I get a pastel ivory and breed it, then I don't have to worry about, is this snake a gravel, is this snake a yellow belly? Because everything's going to be yellow belly, or it's going to be the gravel or the asphalt. So, actually, no. Let me rephrase this. It's going to either be highways or freeways or yellow bellies. That's the good thing about supers. At one time, I was thinking about getting a super gravel, a super asphalt, and then get a yellow belly super, which is the ivory. And all of that would be highways and freeways. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to go the gravel and the asphalt way. Get me a pastel ivory next year. That way I can get me some pastel highways and some pastel freeways. Be nice if I can even get them het pied, but we may work on that later on. And of course, I got the new gene that I'm working with too, so I got to throw that into some stuff too. The crazy thing is the gravels are almost as much as the freeways itself. That's crazy, but I want to create my own. So that's what I plan on doing. And I can't wait for you guys to see what I'm getting tomorrow. A lot of room for growth. But that's going to be just about it for tonight. If you guys are interested in any of those hatchlings, did I have a nice birthday? Yeah, it was okay. I had to work. And, of course, raining bad here in VA. Well, it's not raining here. It's warm. It's nice. And it's Florida. So, my birthday was okay. Tomorrow we are... Clutch 2 was a spider, bumblebee, pastel, het red exantic, and 2 spider het red exantics. That is awesome. Now, is the het red exantic, is that a recessive or is that a codom? Thank you, Lou. Recessive? Okay. But yeah, tomorrow I may try to go live at the show. So make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you know when I do go live. I don't know if I'm going to look at comments that much. But I may have Reagan or Faith kind of follow me around a little bit. It's not that I'm going to be ignoring you guys, but I want to talk to the people and maybe try to...
Repticon?
Yes, that Repticon.
Okay, I'll hold the camera.
I think Faith and Reagan are going to fight for holding the camera. She's sick. She's got a blue tongue. And it's contagious. But, yeah, we're going to Repticon tomorrow. We're going to pick up some stuff. And we'll see if I can go live tomorrow at the show. If not, we'll try to vlog a little bit. But like I said before, I've never done this in public. So I don't know if I can. If I can get myself up to doing it, I will. If not, you'll see the aftermath. So anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. You guys have a great night. And I'll see everybody one way or another tomorrow. Okay? So have a good night, and I'll see you later.